Hey everybody, out in lockdown land. Got a little card trick for you today. I have modified it slightly from its original version by just making these little coronavirus cards. They're usually jokers, but otherwise you could learn this trick if you want to. I'll talk about that later. For those of you that just want to see the trick, let's get right into it. Come in close. All right, I have the 4 aces and the 4 corona cards. Now, that means of course that I have the ace of diamonds, ace of clubs, ace of hearts, and the ace of spades. Now the ace of spades actually is going to be the immunity card. We'll leave the immunity card right here out in the open. We're just going to take the other aces and we're going to see what happens when we expose them to a little bit of virus. So 1, 2, 3 aces. We'll place them out here 1, 2, 3, right where you can keep an eye on them. And 1, 2, 3, 4 corona cards. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the corona cards and we're going to place it over here with the immunity card. We're going to take one of the aces and we're going to mix it in like that with the virus. Watch what happens. Little flick of the wrist and we're back to 1, 2, 3, 4 corona cards. And the ace is safe. Let's see that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4 corona cards. One goes over here, leaving us with 1, 2, 3 corona cards. We take the ace, and this time let's really put it down inside there where it's really going to get infected. But watch what happens. Back to 1, 2, 3, 4 corona cards, and the next ace is safe. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4 corona cards. And we'll see if we can take one of those corona cards and infect the rest. Put it right there. Take this ace, put it down with the virus mixed right in, but boom. We're right back to 4 coronaviruses isolated and 4 aces socially distanced. Okay, so that's the trick. Like I said, you can learn this. The only thing I changed about it was making these cheeky little coronavirus cards to try to be topical or whatever. I've known this trick for quite some time, never liked it. I think it was originally called the Jazzy Aces. It always looked to me to be a little clunky, and when it was done very, very well, it seemed to be sort of confusing for the spectator. And I'd long since forgotten about it until just recently I came across a tutorial of it by Spidey Hypnosis, who I believe is a fellow Canuck like myself. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, he's got a great YouTube channel, and I saw that he was teaching this and I thought, you know how he's been in lockdown so long trying to come up with content, maybe he's hard up. But then I thought, nah, not Spidey. There's a reason why he's teaching this. And it turns out he has his own handling for it, which to me, at least, sort of really brought this to life. It turned it from more of a sort of a tricky, puzzly thing into a real performance piece. And I was so impressed by it, I thought, I'll record my own performance of it, my own rendition. And then if people want to learn it, I'll point to his channel for the tutorial, and in the description will be a link to the actual post that he has on his YouTube channel teaching this very trick. But then it got me thinking even further, that's something that magicians should be doing in general, because there's so much uproar half the time about what should we be revealing on the internet. I mean, it's so easy and accessible. It just doesn't make sense to just turn over a secret that someone who has no inclination on being a magician will just click on because they gotta know. And they're always disappointed anyway, so it's a sort of a lose-lose scenario for the spectators and for the magicians. But at the same time, it's a great medium to learn, and we're just learning how to make use of it. Now, of course, I learned most of my magic in books and from other magicians firsthand. But that doesn't mean that the internet can't improve on things. And I think where magicians can collab, where there's a performance on one channel and then it's pointed to a tutorial on another, it adds an extra step of commitment to the person who wants to know how it's done. And then if it's also not just a quick, easy reveal, but it's a performance and then a detailed explanation step by step about how to learn it, that sort of weeds out the people who are just can't stand not knowing, or they're bored and they're just flicking through and then, oh, I know how to do that, and they blow it for everybody else type of thing. Anyway, I'm just rambling, but this is the magic buzz, and I would like to see some buzz about that idea going on, because I'm seeing now during quarantine a lot more collaboration between magicians, and it's great. Like, it really is great. You can see immediately how it's raising the art, and it's good for everyone in the magic community. Don't get me wrong, competition breeds excellence, absolutely, for sure, but so does collaboration. And I just think it's one of those things that we could take advantage of to add an extra step in to the teaching and revealing and secrets issue and process. So that's it from the Magic Buzz for now. Hope you're all staying safe. See you soon.